Welcome back to Blackpool. We're going to turn our attention to Luke Gilbert versus Christy Corfield. It's going to be Kristi to break us off in frame one. Another race of 7. Match clock 50 minutes. Kristi had a fair run yesterday in event 1. Fell over around the quarter-final stage. He's had another go today. He's played a plant with the Reds up the top. Of course, this is for place in the quarterfinals. Updates on some of the other last 16 matches. Declan Brennan beating Tom Cousins 7-4. Christy in an epic battle against Phil Harrison, winning 7-6. Scott Gillespie edging out Dylan Leary 6-5. Ran out of time. We just saw on this table previously Sean Story eliminating Jordan Shepherd by 7 frames to 2. Over on table 2, Connor Jones is leading Dom Cooney 4-3. And on the main table, Simon Fitzsimmons is 2-2 with Craig Waddingham. This is the last match of the last 16. No, I'll tell a lie. There's still Carl Morris to play Sean Chipperfield. And that will be the last one to go on. Well, Kristi just wants to pop this red in now. And he's missed the long red. So Luke Gilbert. Nice opportunity for him with everything in the open except, well, the yellow at the bottom, tucked behind the red, but Lightning. Well, he'll want to strike right away in this opening frame. We've just got that little bit of angle now to try and get across onto this yellow. That's a bit awkward. Been very lucky to be joined by John Rowe.
Hello.
He thought I looked lonely, as did Cole Bedford earlier.
Yeah, I knew I was on a game, but I didn't know which one. And Simon just said, "That'll do."
Well, was the empty seat gave it away?
Well, I think it's supposed to be the next game I'm on, but I did say, "Do you want me to do this one instead?" He said, "Yeah, go for it." So, and it's Gilbert's game as well, so I don't mind watching that. And
no, a young man you know very well.
Yes, I practice with him. We have our little Tuesday practice.
I was on comms with him yesterday on the Dom Cooney game. Another player from your neck of the woods.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, both.
It's quite a bunch of you, isn't there?
Yeah,
on this tour?
We get a few of us there. Yeah, some good players. I say, Tom and Luke, both excellent young players. Oh,
wow!
Nearly.
That would have been a bit of a dirty shot there if he got that one.
That'd have been a little Gilbert special. That one. I watched Christy's game earlier. He played well against Stevie Dempsey. I think Stevie struggled a bit with the cloth and the table, but Christy did play well.
Had a good run yesterday as well, Kristi, in event 1.
Yeah, I was.
Won't be happy with that double.
Yeah, very good player, Christy. I think he's going to do well this year.
Well, Lightning, Luke Gilbert, or
yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's a good break, that. Nice result as well.
Yeah, very nice. I think he'd like yellows here, but he might have to go reds. Just red. Does he go up the line? I think yellows are the balls here. As soon as he gets rid of a couple, they're all going to make their own path. Just might hold. He might just clip into these two, but I think he'll just hold on the top one. Yeah, he has. That's it. He's got lovely. Just trickle through a couple of inches, just so he gives himself a little angle on the yellow to come back out. Oh, it looks like he's going to leave the one to top maybe till last then. Yeah. Right, so
I can tell you over on table 2, Dom Cooney's 4-all with Connor Jones.
oh.
One of your
Yep.
fellow neck of the woods men.
You couldn't think of a word for it.
Well, Cambridgeshire then.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
The land of Phil Harrison also.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, this is just a little stun shot for the last ball.
Yeah, I like the way Luke plays. He's a nice striker of the ball.
Yeah, he'd say he's got a snooker background as a youngster, and then so he does try to make sure he hits the cue ball nice.
Had a fabulous game over here earlier. Kristi and Phil Harrison. And Phil was edged out, but
Yeah.
it was 4-all, and the last 5 frames were all break and finish.
Oh, nice. Just the way he played was
Yeah.
brilliant. And when he had to step it up, he did step it up.
Well, it was. I made a point last night. It was his recoveries. If he did fall out of position, he recovered so well.
Yep. Yeah, like I say, when he had to do that little bit extra, he was doing it. It's a nice break from Christy. Christy was messing about with his break a little bit last match. He did go to a cut break for the last 3 breaks. It started off from the front. He was breaking really well, but for some reason he changed it. But in general, it was whatever he was doing was working well, and he was clearing up well. Yellow next to the red towards the bottom left, maybe a problem. It might go in the middle if he can get underneath it. Saying earlier, Christy's one of those on the tour who likes to have a good time, and it's nice to see him keeping his concentration on the pool.
Yeah, man after my own heart.
He's very focused, which you're not that used to seeing him when he's here. Excellent player, but he's one of them that he's always been able to play well in that, no matter what state he's in.
I think I was saying earlier I think it was yesterday with Luke, and it was also I know Dom, and you all playing the same sort of teams as well, is that right?
Yeah, well,
I thought, what a ridiculous local team that is.
Yeah, we've got our county team actually is really strong at the moment. We've all signed up to play county the last couple of years, and
You know about the other counties
Yeah.
are thrilled by that.
well, yeah, I say we've got Phil, Dom, Luke, Lewis Roberts, Cam Tolley, me, the Steve Singh. We've got Jamie Clements as well, another challenger player.
So you got no decent players then?
Yeah, we've got. Yeah, I think let's say yes. Well, Cam Tolley's not a pro this year, but last year I think it was like seven Ultimate Pool pros last year.
Yeah, I know Cameron very well.
Yeah,
Nice fella, Cameron.
Yeah, fantastic. I know he's. That's a poor shot.
That's a careless shot.
Yeah, he's careless.
I mean, you could have punched that and punched the red away from it and just kept the cue ball in the middle of the table.
Exactly what he had to do. Punch it just to get that cue ball to throw out a bit more, so he'd hit the red centre. And that's a bit of. I do feel he maybe should have got rid of this yellow earlier on in the frame. It could have been one of his first or second balls, and then come down the table. But I could see why he was trying to leave it till last. But it's going to need something special here.
Nope.
Which he hasn't got.
You remember some of the older Cambridgeshire players back in the day? Mickey Lambert,
Yeah.
Andy Lindsay.
Yeah.
Some cracking players there.
Yep.
Of course, they were pros in the early beginnings of the tour.
Yeah. That's
Mickey
right.
Lambert, one of the greatest money players around at that time as well. Nobody played Mickey for money.
Yeah, I played with Mickey when I was only really young at the time, to be honest. I was only about 15, 16, I think, when he played. But I think I just got into like the interleague team and that, and we had a good, strong team there. And Darren Hope was playing, and Nicky Parnell.
Nicky, Nicky's a good friend of mine.
Yeah,
Used to lay carpets.
yeah, he still does.
Does he still do it?
Yeah,
Does
he's
he?
still doing
I
that.
do speak to him now and again because I've been trying to get him to come on the seniors. just for somebody to poke fun at.
Yeah, he's just turned 50, and he is this year. I'm not sure. Oh, it must be this year August actually, because his birthday's very similar to mine.
Yeah, his nickname on our tour then was he was the babyface assassin.
That's it. Yeah. I remember when he first turned pro actually.
He looked about 7.
Yeah.
Well, this is good stuff from Gilbert, and this for 3-0.
Yeah, and I think Kristi will be a bit disappointed. This doesn't really reflect how he's been playing at the moment, but he's had his chance there. He's been kept off the table by Luke. So I'm probably thinking exactly the same things, because as I did mention it the first time I see the tables, and I've had a bit of a conversation with Chris about it actually, and yeah, it's strange. But I've seen other people struggling with it in the same sort of comments. So it's
For me, just look the cushions look a little bit sort of spongy.
Yeah.
When they come off the rail, they don't come off as quick as you think they would. And then the cloth, just plain ball potting and that, they seem to move a little bit further than you'd expect. But
yeah, I'm finding I found the throw off is probably slightly more, because there's slightly less grip. It feels like you used to getting good throw off, but you get the grip on the cue ball, and you can hit the cue ball softer to get more grip, and harder you get less grip. But I find on this cloth it just seems to be thrown off a lot without getting the grip into the cue ball, and obviously when you start chasing, that's when you can't seem to get your head around catching up with you. Some people adapt easy and they get used to it easily, but when you can't get used to it easily, you're chasing the cue ball, and it's hard to get it back.
Yeah, and then when you're on certain important shots where you're relying on some precise position,
yeah,
and but then in the back you might think, hang on a minute, I'm not going to get there on this.
Yeah.
And then once you got all that in your head as well,
exactly. Yeah.
all of a sudden you think, hang on a minute, I shouldn't be having to think about that. I should be thinking about this, and then it's all gone.
That's exactly what. The more things you have to think about in the shot, the harder the shot gets. If you have to start doubting yourself on the pots, even because of the way you're hitting the cue ball on the cloth and the deflection on the balls, it's you can start to think of all sorts, can't you? That's when you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
But so if you can get a grip to that quite quickly, I think this weekend it just feels slightly different, because the cloth you practice on, it just doesn't feel like it's playing the same way. Yeah, that's a nice shot if it can come around a bit. Yeah,
it's a lovely shot there from Kristi. No doubt he's a very talented player.
Yeah, really good.
Good potter.
He's a clever player as well. He is, and in his last match with Steve Dempsey, but they're both playing some really clever shots, and he's a good player to watch when he's playing well. It's just we're trying to work out what his nickname is though, because he's got Caulfield on his back, and last one was called Christy the Caulfield. So we're trying to work out what his.
That's original.
Is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're not sure what it is. His old nickname was the Dark Fruit Destroyer, but obviously for certain reasons you probably can't keep that one. The frame he definitely needs anyway. He's left it. I didn't know if he'd take that long. I think I would have took that long just to sort of say to Luke that I'm not phased. You know what I mean? Just take it long and stun over. But the fact he just dropped it in, perhaps, but he's got it, so it doesn't matter. But sometimes you can play certain shots that sort of sends a message, can't you, to players? Like if I'm playing that, the balls are going all over the shop, But he made it look easy, to be honest. Hit the ball. If he'd potted the ball, it would have been the best one-handed shot ever. But he hit it, and everyone's just sort of standing there, couldn't believe what they see. But yeah, he's very good at that, without a doubt.
Yeah, he is. I often said to him he's better with one hand than he is with two.
I think he does say that, doesn't he? He wants to play some shots one-handed.
Yeah, he likes a crowd. He's an entertainer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Obviously, he's down from Somerset.
I was working in Bude actually the other day.
You were working in Bude. That's where I live.
Oh, was it really? Yeah, I was working in Bude. Yeah.
You actually came to my town unannounced.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was working there. Where was I working?
I don't know.
Crescent Close. It's called.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, right near the beach.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, right near the beach it was.
Well, what day? Because you'd have been about 800 yards from me.
You were joking. Oh my God, yeah.
I never joke about proximity.
Nah. Right near, there's like the cafe down the bottom of the hill a bit, and it was right. Literally, the house working on was right next. It was one set back from the coast.
I know which house that is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's only a very small place.
Yeah,
so,
bungalow. Yeah.
Yeah. See, down the bottom of the hill there, you've got a great big the Adventure International building there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's just across from there, and just down the back of those,
Wow.
it's my local.
Oh wow. Good.
That'd have been funny because
Yeah,
Stuart Reardon used to be a pro snooker player. He plays snooker in there. That's where I go.
Oh wow.
So you could come in. I've got your money game with him.
Yeah, I say when I spoke to Darren said you're from down that way, but I didn't know it was quite that close. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have to let us know when you're back again.
Yeah, no. What was it?
I'll make sure somebody stood on the borders doesn't stop you getting into the Cornwall.
Yeah. I don't know. I won't be back in there. It was a bit of a trek for me. It was one thing I would say, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
It's a lovely little seaside town.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the weather wasn't. There was one day that was nice. I think it was Monday, possibly, but the other days weren't so nice. But yeah, absolutely. What a beautiful place. Yeah. Different way of life down there. It seemed, to be honest.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, we've gone off a right tangent there.
Yeah, we have, haven't we? We've got a bit emotional, that, didn't
Yeah, I know. I'm in tears over here. We've been watching Kristi running through these reds, and he's going to get to within one frame of Luke Gilbert here.
And it's Kristi's break, is it next? Oh, it's completely lost track there, haven't we?
Well, classy little finish there from Caulfield.
Yeah, it looks like he's back into his rhythm. But you just got to take them balls when they come to you. You know, they don't always go nice like that. And the most important thing is that when they are easy, you do take them.
That's right. So it makes how many matches you've seen in the process that somebody goes 3-0 and then you think, oh, they're going to run away, and then it's 3-3 very, very quickly.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a lot, like you were just referring to there, John, is that they do come in little bursts of 2 to 3
that's
frames,
right,
don't they?
Yeah, because it could be one mistake. You know, you say you're playing at certain levels, one mistake can cost you a frame, maybe cost you 2, but on the Pro Series, it feels like it costs you 3 or maybe 4 even, you know. You seem to get punished with an in off the break, or, you know, kicked in off, or a dry break, and that one mistake can be brutal. But it's, you know, you've got to keep your head. I think you're going to do the same when you can retaliate, you know. It's easy said than done, but that's what you try to achieve. I wonder if this red goes bottom left. I wonder if it goes bottom left.
Oh, we'll have a little look from down there. You can see.
Oh, do you think that sneaks in if he rolls?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you're committing.
I am committing.
Oh, that's good. I like the commitment.
Well, it's no good sitting on the fence. It won't support me.
No, that's good. That's what I would say to Simon Webb. He's always on the fence.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think he does. And can he?
I think you'd have seen Luke sort of play. Now he'd be looking to try and move it if it didn't.
Yeah, definitely. And the red on the black spot, if it goes in the middle, he wouldn't have to hit it hard, and he could probably even leave him till last 2 even. Right, I see. He's going to go top right, is he?
I was going to say he's got to go upstairs now with this one, isn't he? Surely get that one out of the way, and then
just wants to be. Yeah,
no,
I think like this because he's going to cannon the yellow, possibly.
Yeah, because he's going to go in the 2 middles in it, the 2 middles with the 2 reds, and he can just leave himself in the gap for the black, go through the 2 yellows.
Yeah, he wants to land straight on
clever,
somewhere near straight on the red in the middle.
Yeah.
Is it high? It looks high.
He's missed a part.
That's a bad miss.
I think he's concentrating too much on the cue ball there, and he's just took his eye off that part in the middle.
I'm wondering if it obviously went, but I just wonder how tight, whether it's a full bag, maybe if it made him go a little bit high. But I think getting straight on the red, getting nice on the red was a big thought in his mind there, wasn't it, on the pot, because he doesn't want to be travelling too far with the cue ball. But that's a big let off for Kristi. I think he's got a bit of a spongy bounce on that bottom cushion there.
Yeah, he wanted to come a little higher up.
Yeah.
I think we'd have liked to get rid of those 2 yellows that are just above the black. He's now looking at that yellow up. They can play one at the top, and then he's looking at playing that yellow off the red into the middle that's behind it.
Yeah, I don't think he could just. Couldn't he just play off the cushion and bump the yellow out? Because I'd be tempted to clear these 2 yellows by the black, just so you you're coming into a big area for the black rather than being so close to it.
We can play it off the red now, and he can get on that other yellow that's over the middle as well.
Wants to watch the red ball. He should be right, but he just doesn't.
Yeah, knocking it down over the bag. You mean?
Yeah, doesn't want to get it in the way.
I don't think surely he wouldn't play with that much pace to do that.
I'm just wondering if he needs to because of the angle he's got with his two straight. Yeah, look, he's took a risk there. To be honest. That's why I just think the other shot he could have just bumped the yellow out into the open a little bit. Just he's all right, but he's not great. Now he's going to have to play a shot. Is he playing another cannoneer? That's a nice shot. He's played that nicely.
Just wants to get himself high enough up.
This is another one where Luke's watching it, and you don't want to watch it, do you? You just rather. I said to Simon earlier, you'd rather just have a black screen come across the table, come back to the table, set them up, get on with it, because these are the ones that you can really play with your mind. And he's played that nicely. I think he's got enough angle to get on the black. Don't use the cushion.
No, I'd play the screw straight to the bottom rail. That's it. Perfect.
Yeah, look at that. It's lovely. Well, definitely not conventional, but he got there.
He's gone the scenic route, isn't he, John?
And I say that does more damage, doesn't it? It probably benefits him more overall.
Don Cooney's opponent will be Scott Gillespie.
Oh, well, I've not seen much of Scott this weekend, so it's good to see him get through. He's had a bit of a hard time at the beginning of it, but it's good to see him in the quarters.
Yep, and the winner of this will play the winner of the Carl Morris match, and also the third quarterfinal will be Sean Story and Craig Waddingham. So
good chance for Luke here. Kristi coming up tries. And I would say this is a club Luke has to get, but looking at these balls, I cannot see anything but him getting them.
No, and he needs it now. He's just, he got himself his 3-0 lead. Yeah. Kristi made a couple of little errors, and Kristi started to fire up a bit. And now Luke needs to retaliate.
Yeah, this is where I'll say Luke made a bad mistake last frame, let Kristi back in, and in some rights you could say maybe Luke doesn't deserve this chance to get the lead again. But that's why it's so important that he does take it. He's a bit straight, so he needs to get back out. He might even run through for the red and yellow in the middle. Oh, he got plenty. Yeah, he had to be on this yellow to bottom right last ball.
Made sure of that one getting the cue ball over, didn't he?
He had to, yeah. He gave that a bit of juice just to make sure he got over.
Yeah, it's a nice shot. A nice little finish there. Yeah. You'd expect him to get it, but when somebody's just come 3 frames at you in a row, it can get a little bit into your head. But
and like I say, he possibly didn't deserve such an easy opportunity, but like I say, that's why it's essential that he does take it. And I'm going to say that he has taken it. Yes, that would be something. I don't think they've played. I think they've played each other once, I believe, on this.
Twice.
Is it twice?
I was once on here. No, there's one other time. Well, when I was on comms with Luke, and he was telling me that he said Dom's got a ridiculous record against him.
All right.
He said, but they've shared it in the main competitions they've played twice. I think they've shared it. But he said, locally and anything around there, he said that Dom's always had him.
All right. Yeah, no, I know that. Wow, it's another great break here.
But that would have been obviously younger times because they've obviously grown up playing against each other and stuff, and they're good pals. Well, doubles partners as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they have a few.
Who's your doubles partner?
Lewis Roberts.
Oh, Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis.
The cue maker.
The cue maker, yeah, that's right.
He's a nice guy, Luke.
Yeah, fantastic.
Lewis.
Fantastic, yeah, he's good friends. Lovely bloke. But I was just going to say, when Luke, quite funny, Luke and Dom practicing together. I've been there with them, and they like to have a bit of a bicker about who's the luckiest out of the pair of them. I'm thinking, what an argument to have about who's the luckiest out of the pair of you. Like, that is team blessed, totally.
Yeah, they're a comical pair when they're together.
Yeah, definitely.
It's funny because when I got here, and the very first morning, and Dom was out having a little practice on one of the arena tables, and I just walked over and said hello to her and that. He says, hands me the cue, he says, break off. I want to see you break. He said, because you call the basher.
Basher, yeah.
I said, you don't want me going to hit your cue because I don't care. I was giving him a smashing. I thought,
Oh, brilliant.
all he wants to see is his kip sailing across the arena, and that'll be, oh, hello.
I must admit, while you're talking now, I was thinking, what has Luke played then? Because I thought maybe the outside red goes in the middle. And he didn't. I thought he wasn't on a ball, and then he's just played that. He must have been playing the double, but that's a massive let off.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
He's
there.
let him off the hook there, I think. From the first couple of shots, you think they're gone, but maybe just lost track of the cue ball, and that's what can happen. And now it's getting to the point of the match at 4. If it gets to 4-4, you're probably going to say, Luke's probably lucky to be at 4-4, maybe. I think Christy's, I don't know, I sort of say that. The mistakes, Christy's made good of his mistakes, hasn't he, when he's played. But Luke's just made some that have cost him. And there's another bit of a loose one from Christy. I don't know if he's getting a bit nervy out there, is it?
For a second, I thought he'd overcut that, but he's back in prime position again now.
Yeah.
The Irishman.
Play this yellow long. Play this yellow long. I think I'd be tempted to play that. You could actually play both yellows long and just stun the white ball each time, and you don't come up the table nicely. But he's going to be alright. He's going to come down. You can get a bit messy leaving two yellows next to each other, because the wrong angle on one of them, you could end up doing a bit of travelling just to get a ball that's right next to it. But I think the benefit of these two is the top one does go to top left and top right. So
Yeah, he's okay there. Just drops down onto the bottom rail and up with those two yellows.
Yeah, and the other thing as well is when you're commentating, you can often just sit here finding problems, can't you? You don't want to, but to try and sort of just show options, you're there finding problems.
Yeah, Chrissy's not thought of any of the nonsense we've been talking
Yeah,
about.
no, definitely not. He's just thinking, I do that and clear up, yeah. And we're just
walking around the table whistling as he's putting them.
Yeah, happy as Larry. I think he had a bit of a soft bounce again off his bottom rail, because he thought that was going to come up higher, but he's all right. It's good. Right, I'm going to put money on Christy going to a cut break. I reckon he's going cut now. There we go, the cut's in.
You've called it correctly.
Yeah, and there you go. It's similar to last time. It's come out nice. Well, you've got to say all the others are nice, aren't they, really? You say two good position shots in there, and they're all going to seem pretty easy. I'd be wanting to leave one of the ones over the middle, though, to play the one down the rail last. I think it's well worth him taking the one to the bottom left.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
You could say it's probably a harder shot, but it isn't that hard a shot, and you've got a big margin for error with it. Right, he's going rail. Yeah, he's obviously... I mean, all the work he's going to have to do in a second, he could have done that first and then just come down have these last few balls a bit easier at the end. Because this is... well, I think he has seemed to have sorted out his pattern, hasn't he? But after this next shot, he could end up back where he actually started from. Well, no, he can't be playing that, surely. That's where he wants the cue ball.
What about getting behind that one in the middle, try and kick that red away?
Yeah.
This one here.
Oh, I don't think he cued that very well, did he?
No.
I do think there's a little bit of pressure coming in here. But yeah, I think this is how I probably would have started the clearance, maybe.
That's not bad. He'll bump into the red now.
Yeah, he's got. Make sure you come to left, kick the left hand side of that red.
I don't want to land there.
Yeah, when he was addressing the cue ball, it didn't look like he was digging down enough. Now he's going to have to get right back over. Can he drop it in now? I think he can. I think it's worth doing now, isn't it?
Yep, I think, well, yeah.
You've got a fairly big target for the 8 ball. This could go wrong. I don't like this because it cushions.
There's that, and you're very close to this yellow. You've got to punch this with some side.
This could be it, no? Yeah. I knew it. Just playing that,
I thought he was going to try and scream it into the rail, sort of come back all the way over to the right hand side. But
I think the slide he'd have to hit it so hard he wouldn't get the action on the cue ball. And wow.
Well, Luke let Kristi off the last frame, and it could be happening in a reverse way.
Well, I'll tell you what,
and it's Luke that's been let off, and this is where he needs now to capitalise.
That's massive. I just felt the whole time he wasn't totally convinced on his order there. Yeah, this should make this nice and easy.
Yeah, just pop these 2 in down the bottom now, get into the middle of the table, and that's just all over Rover.
Bottom of that line is where you want to be. That would be lovely. Don't go too straight, David. Yeah, that's nice. Run round off 2.
Yeah, I'd be playing the side and going off the 2.
Yeah.
Looks prettier.
Yeah, but it does look prettier, but you stay in the line of the shot nice as well, don't you?
Yeah, you've fought a bit further over to the left, and you can go higher. You've got to be careful there.
He's all right.
Fortunately, you just run through anyway and have the red in the other corner, John.
Still got a nice angle. It's been a bit of a match of let-offs, hasn't it, really?
Yeah. You're never quite convinced.
No, that's right. And there's been some easy chances. But I think that's a bit of a mental scar that's going to leave on Kristi, that one.
Yeah, and it repairs the damage of what happened to Luke the previous frame when he made a bit of a hash of things.
I think Kristi's done the right thing now. I think Luke's said, can I go to the toilet, just to let Kristi think about it. But Kristi just used that opportunity straight up to go as well. Good break. Right, this is the frame that compounds Kristi's misery when he clears these up.
Well, he's just got to stay focused now.
Yeah, he just needs to.
This is to get to the hill.
Be a little bit more careful than he did on his last attempt. Just working out if he's going to go reds. I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
If you've got the angle to stun across, maybe to take the bottom red of them 2, or the top red, sorry, them 2.
I think it was. He had a little look at that plant, but then he thought if I play the plant there, he's going to nudge the red down a bit, to make it awkward. So
it's the red near the black spot. Do you think he goes bottom left? Probably does, doesn't it? Goes in the gap. It doesn't matter now.
It doesn't matter because if he wants rid of it, he can do it now.
Yeah, he'll be doing it now.
We'll have a quick look. Let's have a look at that. I think that's a bit tight now.
Yeah, that's way too tight to be playing that. So he's nicely on this, and then he may plant the 2 reds at the top. They're nice, quite nicely set for a plant if he's fairly straight on them. But he can get on one.
I was going to say he can get behind on that right hand rail. If he can get over there, just past the middle bag, he's plumb.
Yeah, this is the shot then.
And then that ball in the middle of the table is his one to connect to the black.
Yeah, this is it. He's all right, it's fine.
Yeah, either or, we can just
play the bottom one, leave the one for the middle.
Bottom and 2 middles and the black in the other middle, you reckon?
Yep. One corner, all the middles.
I think sometimes you get in your head when you've got too many choices.
Yeah, that's right. I was saying earlier with Simon on comms that they can be too easy, can't they? They can be. I know it sounds crazy, but they can be too easy.
No, your brain switches off, and you can't help it. I don't care who you are, you know.
And it's like you're even trying to find problems, aren't you? You can sit there looking at the balls, trying to find a problem. But I say if someone dumped you there, that's the shot they left you, and you had to clear up. You just clear up, wouldn't you? Just get on with it.
Yeah.
You know, but that's a big one. That's Kristi losing 2 frames off his mistake there. You know how the ball's going to react, and right, well, it's got a ball, chance to make amends. Oh, look at these.
It's just those small margins that make all the difference between
Yes.
winning and losing matches.
Yeah, right, reds or yellows? No, you got to go reds. If you can see that red, or was it the yellow he was going for? No, you couldn't see the red. I thought if you could see the red to bottom left, he literally, it was such a nice little pattern. Nothing could get in the way.
She plays a little plant and bump into that red and kick that away from that middle distance.
I don't think you need to move it. That's the only thing. I think that's what he was worried about. It looked like he maybe slightly just dipped his cue into that one a little bit, just because he's worried about hitting it too hard. Because you don't want that red popping out and getting in your way. Just needs to make sure of these, doesn't he? Don't want to be too careless. This is stun. This is a stunning clearance from here.
Yep, these are drops.
Yeah.
And he had no other option but to clear up from here because he would have been gone.
Yeah, just wants to leave himself so he can. You can play the black to the centre or to the corner. Straight back, I think I would be coming to black in the centre.
Yep.
Yeah, it just puts a bit extra pressure on Luke's next break. I mean, this match could have been literally breaking clearances all the way, couldn't it, if it weren't for some mistakes?
Well, you think about it, we've now played 11 frames and we've still got 15 and a half minutes just over on the match clock.
Yeah, that's right. It could have been just all off the breaks, I think.
Never heard of. No, the old Super Leagues,
Yeah.
and then the Supremes came in after that.
Yeah. But I think it's just a time that the table's evolved, and I think that's what's come in with the Raston table, which I think is going to be fantastic.
Well, they were tight. The Super League, going into middles, where you couldn't go in at the angles
Yeah.
that you can go in now. It was.
Yeah, these are crazy. Some of the balls that go in this table.
I played on tables where you couldn't go down the rail. You'd have to.
Yeah, double it.
You would. You'd be leaving yourself doubles.
Yeah, the thing I quite liked as well is when you had to develop the balls a lot more, didn't you? You know, people would be developing balls and working it into the clearance, developing the ball, whereas now it's not so much. I say you tend to leave yourself on the double, or well, on these tables you can leave yourself down the rail. They play far too generously, these arena tables. I think we've actually started, they're so generous, we've actually started to take them for granted, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest.
Yep, it can happen.
Yeah, but I say when the new tables come, I think the game's going to evolve, and all the better for it. This is that yellow up there is going to be a little bit tricky for Kristi. I don't know if he can screw across and take it now, because while he's got the yellow near the right, sort of near the right centre, that's sort of his ball to his link ball to get down as well for it. He's definitely got the angle to screw across to that near that red on the side cushion if he wants to play the yellow to the top left. He could leave it to. There's no real harm leaving it till last, but this is nice. I like this. If it is his second from last yellow, he wants to be bang on the this back rail, so he can flick the yellow in and run up the right hand side of the table. So you want to be straight on this next red. Side kicks in. Oh, he's too high.
Now then.
Yeah, he would have loved to have been welded to the bottom.
Yeah,
bottom
just to
rail.
leave that little angle to come
he
up.
could just run up the right hand side of the
Just
table.
bump into the red up the side,
Yeah.
just above the middle. He's
Well,
perfect.
just with running side, it's going to go such a nice angle. But now he's going to have to play it. It's going to be a harder shot now. He's got to judge this well. He needs to. He wants to get the side into the cue ball before the middle pocket. As long as he's before the middle pocket, he's all right. He can't be coming outside, surely.
I wouldn't. I'll be playing this with a load of left hand side now.
Loads of left hand side. As long as you get that.
Yeah, he's not. He's coming the other side. Look. Oh, you don't want that clip. Ouch.
He cannot be on that. No way. He's on it.
Oh.
He's played a bad shot there for me.
He's got away with that.
That shot's not. It's barely on that shot.
Just dink it round.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to say Luke's had a bit of luck, bad luck against him there, because Kristi's definitely more blessed of the two there. He's got to get this to make it count, but is the cue ball in the middle? Oh no, he's rolled it. Has he got it? He's got it.
Yeah,
So,
judging by the way he turned round and walked straight back to his
Yeah.
seated Utah's in.
Really feel that's a poor choice of shot from Kristi, and he's absolutely got away with it.
He did there.
And I'd like to see a longer distance personally and played out, but do think a hill game is the right way to end it.
Well, Christy's gone dry.
Oh, look at the red balls.
Luke must be absolutely bursting inside now, and seeing it. You can see the finishing line.
Yep.
Keep yourself together.
Yeah, and these are nice, aren't they?
Well, I think he's
Very nice.
got to come down if you for the one in the middle. He's going to take this up though. Wonder if he was going to leave that up there. Play the one in the middle.
Yeah, I wouldn't have blamed him for leaving it up there because it's obviously gives you more margin for error getting on the black.
Yeah,
ball.
we've got a great big area to land in, and it is connected to the black.
That's right. Yeah. The only thing I'd slightly say about that is the area you'd have to get onto that last red would be the area you'd have to get onto the black. So it kind of like
Yeah. Well, all the same, Luke knows what he's doing. He's in perfect position here, and if he doesn't get these, he's going to be extremely unhappy. Let's say that.
And he can't complain because he's got his chance, and now he's going to take it.
All Christy's hard work there, dragging the match back to 6 apiece. Okay, Luke.
This shot it doesn't top of the line. You've got to be careful. That yellow near the middle and the middle could come into play, depending on the angle it leaves.
Well, that's it.
Is he okay? I think he's okay.
Got this little angle, just a little punch with left hand side into the side
rail.
rail.
Towards himself, will he? I'm not sure.
Well, he could.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Nice shot.
Yeah, I think
just a slight stretch across the table. And this for the match.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wants at 6-all.
Down it goes. Well played, Luke Gilbert, in a great game. Very unlucky, Christy Corfield. They're going dry at 6-all. But it's Luke Gilbert, the man from Cambridgeshire, who will march on to the quarterfinals.